are listening to the Freeform Rock Podcast with Mark Alden Taylor.
Good afternoon, good morning, and whatever. This is the Freeform Rock Podcast. What you doing, Lee?
I'm feeling free, on the form, rock podcast. Whee! How are you, Mark?
That was a toe tapper. I'm doing lovely. La 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 lovely.
Oh, cool.
We need to do
I am lovely, but you're feeling lovely.
We need to do a suicidal tendencies podcast one day.
Oh. Really?
So we could all feel lovely. La 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 la.
Oh. I don't like the sound of that.
And then Lee goes, screwed up Lees everywhere. I got time to care because Lee feels lovely.
Ew. That. Oh, shit. You know, I'm going to have to listen to that just because I'm twisted.
We know you're twisted.
Hey.
Hey, so we just like to inform you. We said this in, last episode, but it's not out yet, so we'll tell you again. We're not going to do the newer artist spotlight because we're fucking lazy.
And that's one reason. The other reason, I just don't like to look for new things. You know, and every time I do it, it's like one more hair plucked out of my whiskers and makes me more of a woman. Because I'm like, why am I even acknowledging new music? That ain't what I'm about, you know? So that's how I feel. But I have to admit, there are sometimes good artists, but sometimes I look and I can't find anything.
Yeah, that's the problem I've been going through lately. It's been drying up. I haven't been able to find any newer artists. I've been begging the people on the podcast page, hey, give us suggestions for newer artists. Do you have a band that you want us to spotlight? Freaking cricket. So fuck this shit. We're not doing it no more unless you guys give us some cool artists, and if we like it, we'll play it. If we don't, we're just not going to do this shit anymore. We're just going to go for our top 5 list now, because I think we have more fun with the top 5 list. Don't you think?
Yeah. I do, because that's more our own opinion. We don't have to worry about whether the song we liked, that we only heard 30 seconds of, all of a sudden screws up in the middle, and we go, oh shit, we already picked it. You know, this was saying what we want to say. I remember one time on one of the episodes, I won't say which episode, but I heard the song that I picked, and I felt, oh, damn it, why did I pick it? But hey, there you go.
Well, I found a lot of good artists though that I've actually bought, so it was a cool thing searching for new shit on YouTube and on the internet and looking at people's groups suggesting artists. But you guys need to suggest artists to us, or you new artists need to reach out to us. A lot of you have, and we have played your music on our podcast, but we can't keep calling you a new artist for that long. Yeah. So you guys need to step up your game and get on our site, get on our our Facebook pages, and just say, hey, Mark and Lee, or message us, say, hey, check out this band, check out this band. And that one lady who wants us to review her artist or talk to her artist, we keep emailing her and she never gets back to us. She reached out to us and said their artist would be a good fit. And every time we say, oh, we'd like to do this artist, oh, well, they're busy right now. And then we go, we'd like to do this, oh, they're busy right now. So fuck, we fucking gave up on that shit.
Yeah, and let me tell you, if I don't know, because I don't know the intelligence level of some of our listeners, but they seem to only have one particular type of group in mind. And let me tell you, if you have bands that are not really all that great, I prefer you message Mark, because I'm kind of a picky sucker. And if you come to me with that shit, I'm going to blow up. So you have to really know what I like in order to message me. But if you do message me with the cool stuff, I will be kind of a loyal puppy dog to you. But a lot of you don't know what I like because you only know two groups and their worst albums. But hey, I'm not talking about everybody. There's a couple of cool people who are really good people on our fan page. But for the most part, hey, go to Mark. He's more willing to listen to the shit than I am. Okay.
You're calling me liberal?
No.
You're more conservative, and I'm more liberal on our music, huh?
Oh shit! Oh,
oh
damn.
God! That's the last time
you're I'm an asshole then. Fuck.
We should play
I'm the Donald Trump of Grump music.
That's funny. No, I like a lot, but it's because I like Poison, right, Lee? That's why you're saying I'll like anything.
You like Poison? Damn. Then yeah.
I like the C.C. DeVille era. You like the Richie Kotzen era.
No, I like Richie Kotzen's solo album. The first one.
You didn't like Native Tongue with Poison? I think you'd like that one.
I'm scared to listen to it because I thought I was starting to like it.
Richie Kotzen is badass. We should do a Winery Dogs album. Again, that's a badass band. You ever heard of them?
Yeah, I heard of them, and I heard their music, and it poo.
It poo?
Poo.
I love the two albums they released.
Oh God.
That's why you come to me, folks, because he doesn't like good music sometimes.
Ah. I'll let that slide.
All right. Well, let's get into the album before the people get bored on us.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you bitch. I meant to call my foot a bitch.
Well, I'm just going to say, Lee, you picked a new band, and I thought it was an old band, but then I looked them up.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, you picked a band called Shotgun Sawyer. What the hell, Lee?
I thought they came out in 1902. I didn't realize it was 2019. Oh, shit.
Shit, dude. I was surprised when I started listening to it, and I looked them up, and I go, they sound old, but they ain't old. And they go, oh, fuck.
Well, truthfully, to me, they don't sound old. They sound good. And I thought this is a really good group. And I discovered them somewhere. And the particular people who recommended them, I trust their opinion. And they know about a lot of good old music and new music that's heavy and psychedelic and cool. And I thought, well, hey, this is cool. And they're from Auburn, California. I don't know if that's close to where you are, but, they're somewhere in the southern part of California. Right. And so, you would probably be able to find concerts. If they do concerts, they look more like the kind of people who would just hang out and just, shoot the breeze with some beer. They're kind of like my people, In fact, I think, I possibly even knew a couple of the members when I was drunk. I'm not sure, but I heard and I went, yeah, this is a good album to do.
Yeah, it's let's see, Auburn, California. Let me look it up on my trusty Waze app and see how far it is from me, just for shits and giggles. Let's see. Fucking Waze updating the map. Fuckers.
I hate that when the computers want to control you instead of you control the computer.
Well, it's 373 miles away from me, so it's not that close.
Oh, okay.
And it says it's actually where the gold rush started in California.
Then it must have been, it's either farther than where I am or closer, but I have no idea.
Well, where you used to live, you're probably closer to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm farther. I'm in Southern California. They're in Northern California.
Oh, I thought it said Southern, but Northern. Okay.
It can't be Southern because the southernest part is only like less than 200 miles away from me, not San Diego.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
All right.
Right on.
Well, before we get into this album by Shotgun Sawyer, since we're not doing the newer frickin' artists anymore, we're gonna make the top 5 list a staple of the show until we run out of top 5 lists, and then we're just gonna go. Blah, 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 blah. All right.
I do that anyway.
I know you do.
We might as well record it for posterity. Do all of my lip rap jams and put them on a tape, just like some guy did with Vinnie Vincent. Recorded all of that stuff and put it on a great big thing. And then I hear that he tried to rehearse and he couldn't do it. And so out of embarrassment, he decided to cancel the gig because he didn't want to go on and tell the people, I'm sorry, I can't play. So that's, I think, the real reason. He didn't want to cancel, but I think that he really tried and he couldn't play. And he just figured, I'm sorry, I'd rather look like an asshole from canceling gigs than to look like an asshole by showing you I can't play. That's what I think happened.
All right, then. And let's get to our top 5 list. Today, from 5 to 1, we picked our top 5 drummers. And if you guys know me, you know who's going to be number 1, but no spoiler alerts. Okay. Let's get to your 5th drummer, Lee.
Okay. My 5th drummer is Bobby Caldwell. He was from the group Captain Beyond, and he was also in the group Armageddon, which we reviewed. And he was also a friend of mine on Facebook and a very cool guy. And he was not only a good drummer, he also wrote good songs. He was also in Johnny Winter's group, Johnny Winter and so a guy like that in these groups that all were good, and part of why they were good was because of him, he automatically gets my top 5 billing as a drummer.
Cool. My 5th drummer is probably somebody you're not going to like. I heard Armageddon, but it's Troy Lucata of Tesla. I think he freaking is a great freaking drummer. He underrated freaking, that guy can play, man. And you know,
I don't remember him.
Yeah, you don't like Tesla.
Oh, okay.
And one day we are going to do the Great Radio Controversy with you kicking and screaming.
Actually, that's probably the album where I'll kick and scream the least. But I still will kick and scream.
Well, and we're also going to do a Bon Jovi for shits and giggles.
No, not for shits and giggles, for throw up and hospital time.
Hospital time. Well, I picked Troy Lucata of Tesla. I really like him. He's really good. So who's your 4th drummer?
Okay, my 4th drummer, the only reason why he's 4th is only because the other 3 drummers are way too impressive. But this guy is an awesome drummer. He played with Jeff Beck, and his name is Simon Phillips. And I saw him when I saw Jeff Beck live, and he's really good. And he's kind of in the progressive jazz rock category of drummer. But he and Tony Hyman co-wrote a lot of the songs from the album There and Back by Jeff Beck, which I definitely recommend. It's a great album, and part of why it's great is because of Simon Phillips playing as well as his drumming. He's really, really good.
All right, man. I don't know any of these drummers you picked. I think I'm picking the most accessible drummers that people will know and go, yeah, fuck yeah. But there'd be some people on your side go, oh, fuck, Lee picked some great shit. You know? So, frickin', I feel stupid because I don't know who you're talking about. But that's awesome.
I'll give you some links because you have to know them.
I know you will. Well, I picked Keith Moon as my number 4 drummer. I think that guy's a madman on the drums. Frickin' love Keith Moon of The Who. If you don't know who The Who is, you better go find out who they are. Pardon my pun. But the Who, frickin' Keith Moon is a frickin' madman. That guy could throw TVs out of the frickin' top story before Motley Crue even thought of doing that.
Yep.
Drive cars into swimming pools, right?
Yep.
He was a madman. All right, what's your number 3, Lee?
Okay. I know you probably haven't heard of this guy, Alex Van Halen.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, now my list is getting more normal. I can get normal too, people, just not all at once. But anyway, I saw Van Halen with David Lee Roth when they did the album 1984.
Oh, lucky.
And he impressed the fuck out of me. He just, the way he drummed, I was mind blown. I was like, this can't be real. He's way, 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 way too good. He just totally got me off shaking my fist going, yeah, and really getting out there. And most of the time when I was at concerts, I didn't do that. I just sort of stood and didn't move because I was just listening to the music. But he got me moving.
He is a kick-ass drummer and should have been on my list, but guess what? I forgot about him.
Oh, okay.
He's so underrated, that's why. I fucking love Alex Van Halen, man. He fucking, dude, that freaking intro to Hot for Teacher. Freaking Beautiful Girls. Like, he just got some great Running with the Devil. Fuck, that guy could play. He's such a rhythmic, freaking melodic drummer that people just miss him. You know, they don't notice. Eddie and David take so much spotlight away from him, you know. It's just like insane that he's not there. All right, my number 2, you might be impressed with me on this one. And this goes out to Scott Norris, Stuart Copeland of the Police.
Now that's the guy that I should have picked.
Oh, wait, I messed up. It's my number 3 pick. I just ruined my number 2. My number 3 is John Bonham, Bonzo of Led Zeppelin. Fucking great drummer. I really don't need to talk about him. You guys know Led Zeppelin. Now I said number 2, so let's finish with my number 2, Stuart Copeland. So, fuck, you should have picked him too, Hunley.
I just like you forgot about Alex, I forgot about Stuart.
Yeah, well, Stuart's fucking awesome. That goes out to you, Scott Norris. Now, who's your number 2 drummer, Lee?
My number 2 is Ginger Baker.
Oh, that's a good one.
And like, it's hard to find his solo albums, but if you can, he's just as good as he was in Cream. And he's still alive. He still occasionally does a gig or two. And if he ever does come to New York to do a concert, I would want to go because he's great. And if you listen to Blind Faith and listen to the song Do What You Like, that was the song that he wrote, and the drumming in that is incredible, and it's probably the best song that Blind Faith ever did. I also kind of like the song Sea of Joy that Steve Winwood did, but basically all you have to hear is side 2, which is Sea of Joy and Do What You Like, and it is a good song. I heard that when I was about 7, and I was blown away.
Yeah, Ginger Baker is a great drummer. I like Cream, but I don't like solo Eric Clapton.
Okay, well, Ginger Baker is not like Eric Clapton solo. Believe me.
I know, and then, well, yeah, he's really good. I'm back to Stuart Copeland. You guys don't know, he's from the Police, and that guy can play anything. He's such a rhythmic, like reggae-ish. He could do hard rock. That guy could do anything. He even played with the surviving members of the Doors for a while, and then he gave up and said, "Fuck this shit." And Ginger Baker, man, I don't think that guy will come to America anytime soon. He keeps getting kicked out and having visa problems because he's a dick.
Okay. All right.
That's the stories I heard about him. And then we get to...
Those are probably true. And by the way, I want to say Rumblefish, the soundtrack with Stuart Copeland, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then we get to the number one drummer. What is your number one drummer, Lee?
It's someone who you already mentioned, and that's John Bonham.
Nice.
I just there's no matter what, he's still my number one because he just totally just blew me away, and just like Jimmy Page, the guitarist, being my number one, they just had the feel. I switch sometimes when it comes to bassists. I don't have a favorite bassist, and I know Robert Plant is not my favorite vocalist, but Jimmy Page and John Bonham together, if they had done a concert back in the day with just those two, and I had been able to go to it, I would have. I did see Jimmy Page live. I was so happy, but I didn't get to see John Bonham. But he was great.
Nice. Well, a guy I have seen live and like several times, and you probably know who it is. Say who my number one drummer is, Lee.
Ringo Starr.
No, I thought you would know.
Oh, Neil Peart.
Neil Peart. Yes, Neil Peart of the Almighty Rush. This guy is frickin' a monster. Calling him a drummer is frickin' an insult to him. He's an all-around percussionist, rhythmic master. He is so awesome.
I agree.
I can't believe he wasn't on your list.
Well, that's because I didn't want to insult him by calling him a drummer.
Well, that's a good one.
No, actually, it's because when it comes to drummers, I'll put it to you like this. Val Fuentes from It's a Beautiful Day, he was great. But I didn't pick him because who would have heard of him and who would have wanted to, you know? But, you know, hey, that's how we go.
Yeah, so that was our list of our top 5 drummers. Now I got to look up this band because I didn't get up the list. Sorry, my bad. So, tell us what's been going on with you, Lee. You have any new music coming out?
I have downloaded Audacity to my laptop. Mm-hmm. And so I am now able to make some of my songs sound a little bit better.
Nice. And what have you done lately? What songs? Any previews?
There's a song called "You Are Here," which I don't know if you've heard it, but it's on my YouTube page. You are here. Da, 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 I am there. Da, 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 da. Why don't we lay up in the air? Da, 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 you know. So the words are kind of a little bit weird, but yeah.
This band is so new they don't have a wiki page.
Oh.
Nobody likes them, I guess.
Wow. If they have a Twitter account or even a Facebook account or whatever, I'll contact them and I'll tell them about this episode.
All right. Well, I got this track list. I did, and I lost it. Damn it. Sorry, guys. I'm sucking right now. It's my bad.
I've got the track list if you want me to do the track list for once.
I got it right here. Angry metal guy. Here we go. Da da da. I did have it. Now it's gone. God frickin' bless it. Oh, this is irritating me.
Huh.
Track list. Because I don't have the CD, so I don't know. Here we go. Got it. Well, what the fuck? They lied to me. Oh, man. I need the track list. I'm gonna pause this real quick. Hold on.
Give me a chance.
Okay, now we got the track list here. Sorry guys, I was lagging. Alright, we're doing Shotgun Sawyer, Bury the Hatchet from 2019, a brand new album that Lee picked. And let's get into this album. But before we get into this album, Lee picked the first track, Ain't Trying to Go Down Slow. So here's Ain't Trying to Go Down Slow on the Freeform Rock Podcast. That was Ain't Trying to Go Down Slow. So why'd you pick that track, Lee?
Oh, well, now this is my type of kick-ass heavy rock. It's got attitude, and it just keeps going, and I feel like kicking a garbage can to the beat of it. Yes, it doesn't really get better than this, I can say.
Nice. And what did I say about it? Let's see. Great riffs to begin the song and pounding drums. This shit rocks. I love it, and the solo smokes, man. I was like, what the fuck, Lee? You picked a new album? I go, this ain't new, and I go look at it. It's freaking like 2019. I go, shit. I go, nice pick, Lee.
Yeah.
And then we get to the next song, Let Me, in parentheses, Take You Home. What'd you think of this one?
Now, this is seriously good shit. There's a Kiss song that has a similar melody, but I don't even want to name what Kiss song it is. Because compared to this, the Kiss song sounds like Romper Room sung by Shirley Temple. These guys know how to rock it right. And the last part, with the faster part. That reminds me of Mahogany Rush, but without the boring element that Mahogany Rush sometimes had. Yes, this is a great song.
Yeah, it's got killer riffs like the 70s. It looks like them and Rival Sons got together and said, let's make some fucking great shit. Because that freaking new music ain't coming out. We need to fucking build this shit and bring the kids the old 70s style fucking hard rock. This is what this song is, man. This is old 70s fucking vocalist shines. This is a 3-man band, right? I think it is, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking rules, man. The singer freaking shines. Killer bass line. Drummers going off. Fucking great song, Lee.
Right on.
And then we get to the next track, which is Backwoods Bear, which you picked, Lee. So here you go. Here's Backwoods Bear by Shotgun Sawyer on the Freeform Rock Podcast. That was Backwoods Bear. Why did you pick this track, Lee?
An intense acoustic song. I like it. The words remind me of stuff my friends would do. Maybe I knew these guys when I was in California. I certainly would have been cool drinking with them. I would have even splurged on 1/2 pint of vodka as long as we all took tiny sips to make the bottle last. Anyway, it sounds sort of like a combination of Queen's Clearwater Revival and Johnny Winter in the best way. I could dance to this song.
All right, man, but I don't think they'd want some vodka because, you know, in the song they say, Jack Daniels, the breakfast of champs. Yeah, boy. Well,
okay, they're not cheap. I'm cheap, but they aren't cheap.
I said the yeah boy, but they said Jack Daniels, the breakfast of champs. I didn't expect this bluesy sound after the first two songs, but a welcome change. Cool song, very rootsy, a great acoustics. I fucking love this song. Great track too. Fucking rules. This band, I already have it on order. When I get some more money on Amazon money, I'm gonna fucking buy this. It's already in my cart. I fucking love it. Thanks
right
Lee,
on.
for showing me this album. It's one of the few albums I bought that you showed me. I'm just joking. All right.
There's also a bunch of others I could show you, but I'll wait because I don't want you to get too mouth slobbering.
All right. Then we get to the next song. Track 4, You Got to Run. What do you think of this one?
This is like Canned Heat blown up to the extreme of Led Zeppelin. No, or Led Zeppelin without the clean finish. I really like it, and it would be a great song to hear at the bar, and everyone sings along and shakes their fist. The part where they stop and the singer does a slow improv, that was a little bit long and could have been cut, but I can still accept it as it is. It's still pretty good.
Nice. And then this is what I said. This is like head banging in the beginning, and then the drummer is freaking awesome. The band is tight. It's like a harder Led Zeppelin sound on this album. Yeah. And the break rules with the slide. The guitarist is good. Great song. I love it.
Right on.
And then we get to the next track, Hombre. No, A Son of the Morning. What did you think of this one?
It sounds like if Jimi Hendrix was less cautious, or like the group Cream after they took a lot of acid. I liked the song pretty much, and the introduction with the slow part was great. But later, the slow parts seemed kind of filler and didn't really help the song. Still not a bad song, but it could have done with less slow parts.
Yeah, it's a very distorted beginning, hard rock, roots, bluesy. Maybe this is what Greta Van Fleet should have done. Sound like themselves while honoring Led Zeppelin, you know, sound like their own band instead of being like almost a copy of Zeppelin. But you know what? I give it to Greta Van Fleet. They brought hard rock music back to the masses, and now they're looking for a better band. Just joking. I like Greta Van Fleet. That's all your haters out there. Just joking about them. But I really like this song. This song is hard rock with grit. Freaking cool track.
Uh-huh.
And now we get to Hombre. What do you think of this one?
This makes ZZ Top's first album sound boring. I like this perhaps one of the best tracks on the album. I really dig it.
Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? And it's just some cool, a cool toe tapper with a groove. Love the vocal tone on this track. Drummer showing his chops on this one. Freaking great song. Love it. And then we get to the next song, which you picked, Love You Right. So here's Love You Right by Shotgun Sawyer on the Freeform Rock Podcast. That was Love You Right. Why'd you pick this song, Lee?
It has a basic type of sound to it that would make someone think it was filler, but it really is one of the better songs on the album. It's just that it's more to the point. But the screeching cat type of guitar part was really intense and great, and made the song even better. Really cool.
Yeah, I said some cool bass picking here to begin the song. Love how the guitarist follows it. You know, the bass is going and the guitar is going right along with the bass line. Freaking killer tune. I love it. Freaking great band, man. This band needs to be spotlighted. I hope our 40 listeners will get the word out to another 40 listeners and they get it, and so on and so on and so on. And this band starts touring with Rival Sons. You know, that'd be awesome.
Right on.
That'd be a great 1-2 pick. Them opening up for Rival Sons, man. That'd be awesome.
Right.
And then we get to track 8, When the Sun Breaks. What do you think of this one?
Oh, the beginning was like a tip of the hat to Led Zeppelin's Moby Dick, but a little bit different and cool. But the song itself is sort of reminiscent of Big Brother and the Holding Company's live version of Ball and Chain on their album Cheap Thrills. I liked it up to a point, and then thought it was a bit slow and could have been a bit more intense. This would be the first actual filler song I hear on this. Not horrible, but just okay.
I said good hard rock here, makes you swing hard, gets down and dirty, blues song, and the solo smokes. Yeah, it's a filler tune, but it's killer filler, and I liked it.
Yeah.
And then we get to the last track, Shallow Grave. What do you think of this one?
Oh, the first part made me think of the type of songs I write, and it's pretty cool and bluesy. But the second part, even though I like it, it makes me think it should have been its own song. Like they have the first part be one song and the slower part be another song. But that's just me. Still not bad at all.
Yeah, it's a boogie-woogie blues and too hard rock. This album should be bought by everybody. It's that good. This song kicks you in the nuts. I fucking love it. It's a great way to end a great new band that people should get out and buy them. Shotgun Sawyer, Bury the Hatchet. Go buy this album. Go get it. It's available on Amazon. I will put the Amazon link in the show notes so you guys could go buy it, and their website in the show notes so you guys could talk to them, or their Twitter if I could find that. And now we think and now my tongue wasn't so tied. Now we get to the track of the weeks, and I picked the cover by Weezer on their new Teal album, which they do covers, like Everyone Wants to Rule the World. They do Mr. Blue Sky. They do even No Scrubs. And Weezer rules, man. I love Weezer. And they do Mr. Blue Sky. I'm going to play their cover of the ELO Classic. You should check it out, Lee. It's really good.
All right.
I found it on mistake because they played Jimmy Kimmel, and they had Roland Olzabal and Kurt Smith up there singing Everybody Wants to Rule the World with them live, and it was really good. You like Tears for Fears?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, really good. And then you picked a group called the Yellow Pages, Little Woman. So, until next time, say goodbye, Lee.
Bye, you all.
Now let's rock out with your cock out. Here you go, Weezer, Mr. Blue Sky. The Yellow Pages, Little Woman. Until next time, take it sleazy.
Where did we go wrong?
You have just listened to the Freeform Rock Podcast. All music played on the Freeform Rock Podcast belongs to its owner. If you like it, go out and buy it. Get your music on Amazon, iTunes, or at your local record store. Support what you love. Support the artist by seeing them live. Purchase their music. The Freeform Rock Podcast is not affiliated with any of the artists or music that we play. Thank you for listening to the Freeform Rock Podcast. We'll see you on the next episode. Until next time, stay free and rock on.